Hello and welcome to the Titus Timeout podcast. I'm Jenny Abney-Civey, and today we're going to discuss the adjacent zone. So I'm at our Sanford plant this week where they build our displacement ventilation diffusers, so I thought I'd talk about a displacement ventilation topic. As a quick refresher, displacement ventilation uses low velocity cool air to supply cooling and ventilation air to a space. So this is a side view of a displacement diffuser along a wall. The cool air leaves the diffuser at a low velocity, moves across the floor, and then rises when it gets to a heat source, like a person. As it rises, it cools the person and provides ventilation air. So even though the airflow leaves the diffuser at a low velocity, it's still above 50 feet per minute at the diffuser face. Per ASHRAE, you don't want to have greater than 50 feet per minute in the occupied zone. So let's draw this from the top. So if the diffuser face is supplying at, say, 90 feet per minute, you'll have an air that can't be occupied until it gets to 50 feet per minute. This is called the adjacent zone, or sometimes called the clear zone. And you really don't want people sitting in this area for hours on end. This is very important, especially when you think about schools where a lot of displacement ventilation is being installed. You don't want the children sitting inside the clear zone where the velocity is too high and being cold all day. And you don't want the adjacent zone to be so big that you lose so much of your floor space where the kids can sit. But you also want to make sure that you are supplying enough air to the space. A good rule of thumb is to select diffusers so that the farthest end of the space, the velocity is 15 feet per minute. That's about when your supply air is used up. So it's important to select a displacement ventilation diffuser so that you minimize the adjacent zone but cover the whole space. So this may mean instead of putting all your displacement ventilation diffusers in the front of the space, maybe you want to put some in the front and the back to get good coverage while keeping the adjacent zone as small as possible. So that's the adjacent zone. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and thanks for taking the time out with us.